Alright, I realized I was muted that entire time, but it doesn't matter. Because this is
Oh,
where Dark Heresy really begins.
were you muted on the stream or?
Yeah, on the stream.
Oh, cool. So I've just been talking to myself.
Like always.
Yeah, that's pretty common.
Talking with himself. Talking with
With
himself.
myself. Oh, Billy Idol.
Oh, Billy Zane.
You were the Phantom.
Good.
And also a guy in Titanic, but mostly the Phantom.
Mostly the guy in Titanic.
I disagree.
You can disagree all you want. Doesn't make you right.
You gotta be so mean.
GM.
These are all pretty worthless to a week where I'm just by myself, so, and being fed and gonna die anyways and all that other fun stuff.
You know, I was gonna feel really bad about something that's gonna happen this week, but I'm not anymore. Fuck everybody.
Does Mark get out of it for showing up?
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. You actually have a chance. They don't.
Oh, thank God. This is like
they're
the
just-
cathedral in my campaign.
They're just gonna take it.
Can I have Flint's shotgun?
I want to completely disarm Flint before we do anything else.
Yeah, he's at the cathedral. It'll be safe.
Alright, so what's your starting game bonus?
I guess I'll add 2 degrees of success to any successful test.
Alright. That's fair.
It's gonna be worthless, but, you know.
Trying out new things. Experimenting.
It saved my ass once.
So, for
so
a
did
short recap of last week, the party fought a giant squid. It went better than expected. Only one boat got sunk. Blast Hard Cheese decided to save the day at the very end and jump off the boat, stabbing the giant squid through the eye and being the hero we all deserve, but not the hero we need right now. After that, you guys went to Mordo, I believe, because that was after you left Aladar. Or was that before you got to That was before you even got to Aladar.
What, the squid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then you got to Aladar.
That was like 3 days out from Aladar.
Yeah. Then you guys went to Aladar. You and Ellen were the only people that really seemed to do anything. You got off the boat, hung out, met the council, got some books, went for a swim, then got back on the boat. Then you went to Mordeaux. On the way there, Lexilla was talking about the captain feeling a bit distant and being a bit like frustrated or agitated. Paulina decided to take that to mean she should go to Lexilla and clarify a few things. Mercury took a different route with Flint and sent Flint to go talk to the captain and drink with him for a while. That seemed to work out pretty well. And then you guys made landfall on Mordeaux and went to a nice little trinket and oddity shop in which Mercury got two new balls.
Were they? I thought they were just crystals.
Well, no. They were spherical crystals.
Oh, I did not know that. Would have celebrated a lot more.
Yeah. Flint decided to not, get the armor of his dead best friend. Paulina bought some books, again. And Ellen got a beautiful leather-bound tome, which she has been just so riveted in reading.
So riveted she couldn't even show up.
Yeah, pretty much. She's too busy reading.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just walking out of Vexala's trinkets and such. Oddities and trinkets. You are in the shopping district. What do you want to do, Mercury?
More difficult than a... Okay. That was a noise.
That was a noise.
Anyways, I guess I'll do my best to try and convince the party that we should probably go shopping. Shoe shopping.
Everyone's like, yeah, it's super odd, and then they all just leave for the boat.
Jerks.
So what do you want to do?
Well, I don't have anything I need to buy.
They're like, yeah, and they'll just leave and go to the just so you can have a recap, there is the Temple of Phoros, there is the main city hall, the Grand Theater, the Library of Vexilla. You're currently in the shopping quarter. You've been to Vexala's Shop of Oddities and Trinkets. Also within the shopping district, or quarter, is the Wine District. And then there is also the Palace of Shattered Glass.
All right. The Shop of Trinkets and Oddities is the only place that was actually recommended within the shopping center, correct?
Yeah, in the shopping center. Nothing else. I mean, the captain didn't mention the wines being very good, but
Oh, I thought that was separate. That the wine place is also in the shopping district?
mm-hmm. It's a shopping, like a full quarter of the city is like just for shopping, and within that there's a district for winery.
Okay, I guess I head to the wine district then, since it's just right there.
Yeah, you head down a few blocks, and it's very obvious when you get there. It's just shop after shop, each more splendid than the one before it, sit upon the edge of the shopping quarter towards the center of the city.
Okay.
As though it's poised to engulf it. So it kind of takes up an entire like corner of the shopping quarter. Words. Wines of all descript and flavor sold here, ranging in price from a mere 5 gelt to the princely sum of 20,000 gelt. All of the stores look impeccable and beautiful. It's basically like walking through the gold jewelers area in Sanctuary. Like everything is impeccable. The streets are as clean as you've ever seen streets that weren't like in the palace. It's beautiful.
Well, I found where I'm moving after I saved the planet. So that $20,000 bottle of wine, is that like in a case or something?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like it's promoted on a storefront. It's not like shown.
All right. I'd like to go into that store.
All right. You're immediately hit by the scent and aroma of how do I want to say this? Like it's almost like cigar smoke, but it's very herbal. It smells slightly of like jasmine to you. You walk in and you can see, kind of hunched over a desk, is a very old, bespectacled man with like gray and white streaks in his hair. He looks up as you enter. Yes, young sir, what can I do for you?
Nothing in particular. I'm merely shopping around.
Very well. If there's any assistance you need, please don't hesitate to ask.
Is the bespectacled gentleman the only person in the store?
That you can see, yeah. He's obviously the person like working the desk, but there might be other people in the back. There's a door that leads to presumably a wine cellar.
Oh, that's right. Any expensive stuff would probably be down in a cellar. Shit.
I was gonna go
Fucking
thieving.
wine needing to be stored. There goes my entire plan.
Can I go into your cellar alone, please?
Pay no attention if I don't come back out. Fuck, that really was my entire plan. Okay. I approached the gentleman behind the desk. On second thought, yes, I could use your help, sir.
Yeah, what is it you need?
I've recently come into town with a trading vessel headed for the Five Sisters. However, my captain seems a bit down on his luck, downtrodden, bit sad, morose the last few weeks, and I was hoping to pick him up a nice bottle of wine. Nothing too expensive. I'm merely a trader. I don't have much on me. But I thought it would be a nice gesture.
Yes, yes, of course. That would be most gracious of you. If you will follow me, and he begins to lead you towards the door in the back.
That's not where I was going, but this is good.
He kind of like beckons you, and he opens the door with a small key. The door swings open, and you're immediately hit with cool, very crisp air, and you can hear the hum of electricity from below. You walk down a set of stairs into what appears to just be row upon row of wines shelved in very dimly lit area. You can also see that there are 3 men sitting at a table that are wearing like guard armor, and they have a gun on their hip.
Mm-hmm.
The old man leads you over to one of the drawers, and he opens it up and says, "This is one of my finest red wines for the discerning, frugal gentleman. It's a mere 300 gelt, but its flavor is that of at least 1,000. He really goes into like how delicious the wine is. It's got like a very crisp nose and an herbal, kind of citrusy sort of finish.
While I appreciate the sentiment, sir, you appear to be giving me a little too much faith. I'm far more frugal than that. I couldn't spend more than 50, but I didn't want to come in here and just buy him some common swill. I know 50 can't get me much, but...
I can get you a very fine wine. Of course it will only be from this year, but it will still be good nonetheless, especially if you have any time to age it yourself.
I don't see why I can't stop by.
And he walks you over to another one, and he pulls out a white wine in a very, very nice and elegant bottle, and just kind of shows it over to you, and he's like, this we sell for 40 gelt.
I myself don't drink, but perhaps you could give me some notes of its flavor, blah, blah, blah. I also don't drink, so I don't know what Mercury would say.
He goes over it, and it sounds very nice. It's a very light kind of dessert wine.
Okay.
It's sweet but light on hints of almond and such.
So it would be good for a gift, like something he could have after his meal, instead of just like
something he could have like realistically any time. He doesn't even need it with food.
Yeah. It's so much easier when I have other people to bounce shit off of.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to just be like, hey guy, give this to me cheaper.
You're Jewish, you know how to haggle. Start haggling.
It doesn't translate well in a world where he has 3 armed guards. And I'm like, so you just showed me...
And then Zach died. And it was sad. Alright, so technical difficulties plague the cast. That's the best part of anything. Haven't dropped any frames, so it's obviously Zach's fault. Everyone else is off. Oh god, it's loud. Hi, Zach.
Good.
Welcome back.
That was all kinds of special.
Really was.
This is going to be a good week.
Probably.
I can feel it.
This is definitely going to be the most viewed week. All right, so say everything that you said, because that's where we cut off, was when you started talking again.
Cool. That's the best part to cut off, because, you know, Merc's a fighter, not a talker. Based on the events of this campaign.
Anyways. Delicious.
I legitimately don't know how to barter down wine. Like, with the crystals, it was like, you can't tell me anything about these, and they look nice. With the wine, I can't be like, that doesn't sound like a reasonable price for a bottle of fermented grapes.
Mercury is not very cultured, that's true.
Yeah. Nah. If I haggle, do I still have to roll barter?
Yes.
Oh wow, there's you sending a message on Roll20 like 20 minutes later.
Yeah. I like it. It's my favorite part.
Really is. Anyways, I'll tell you what, sir. I can give you 35 for this bottle. It does seem like a fine wine, but for something produced just this year, it can't have aged too well.
All right. Roll barter.
Ah!
Good. He looks you over. I suppose you're right. It is still very young. 35 sounds fair.
Could have less ahead and just listed an amount. Anyways. Thank you. I appreciate it, sir.
You know,
And I hand him the... Or... I don't know. Do we shake on it? Does he hand me the wine in the cellar and then I walk back out with it? What's...
No, he kind of like gestures you upstairs back towards the desk area.
Okay.
And then you both go up and he bags the wine in a very thick paper bag so sunlight won't interact with it while you're out shopping.
Mm-hmm.
And then takes your money and hands the bag to you.
Let me just mark that in... There we go. Just trying to keep track of my gelt. Alright, yeah, so I guess there's not really anything else I need to do in the wine district.
Nope, probably not. Not unless you want to.
No, not unless anyone is keeping their $20,000 bottle not in a cellar.
Yes, we're just going to keep it out in this case, right here. In
No,
fact,
not
it's
in the case.
outside.
Just on a shelf.
In fact, it's outside, sitting on a pedestal.
Yeah.
With a little pillow underneath it.
They keep it next to the, what is it, Barefoot, I think is the brand that they sell.
Yes. The $2 chuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so where are you going now?
Actually, I guess I wouldn't know where the nearest, not where, I wouldn't know what the nearest thing to the wine district is, would I?
Well, you're kind of in the center of town now, so the city hall would probably be the closest that you would know of, because you don't know exactly where the Grand Theater or the library is.
Okay.
You can see or the Temple of Frost, but you can see the Palace of Shattered Glass. Like, it's on a cliffside.
Okay, then yeah, I'll probably go to City Hall and, if nothing else, I'll ask their tourist thing, whatever.
Okay.
The locations are for a map or something.
You make your way over to the City Hall. It's only a couple of blocks away, and it's a small, squat building near the center of the town, which has seen much use and is in a state of slight disrepair.
Cool. Flavor text. I enter the building in slight state of disrepair.
All right. Your disheveled self enters the building.
Yay!
It is quite a bustle with people in queues waiting to be waited upon by like the council members and just other stewards of the court of Vexala. Or Vexilla, sorry. So many Vexes. But yeah, there's just queue after queue after queue of lines of people herded into this little building.
What are the... Wait, did you say they're sitting in pews or...
Queue.
Queue, okay. So what are the lines... Can I see where they go, or...
No, it's just a little, like, basically, like, tellers.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no signage anywhere that tells you what anyone does.
Well, against my better judgment of talking to people who are at City Hall, I'm going to pop next to the person at the back of one of the lines. Excuse me, would you mind telling me what you're waiting in line for? Or what this line is for?
Roll inquiry.
Come on, 100.
Turns into a greater demon.
That's what happens every time.
He ignores
98.
you.
Close enough.
He completely ignores you and just stares ahead of him.
God, I want to shoot this guy. I don't have any backup, though.
It's all you, dog. It's just you.
I could derail this whole campaign. I could do it. Not by shooting the guy. I could go sink the ship.
Good. You could try, rather.
Yeah.
Yeah, he completely just blows you off, and he kind of just shuffles his feet a little bit, and he tenses up, and you can see his eyes dart to you and then dart straight ahead again.
Fucking nervous guy over here. No, I shouldn't have smoked all that pot before I came to City Line. Or City Hall.
The city line. There's nothing here. It's just a line. People just queue up for the fun of it.
There's nothing to do in this town. Take me with you.
They're all drunk. So, what do you want to do?
I don't know. Shinnick's got a good point. I could wait in the line until I get to the front. How long is it?
You don't know. It's not moving very fast. But it's not like there's numbers.
I do have 2 hallucinogen grenades in my backpack. This could be a great day. But those are expensive, and I don't want to waste them. Wait. How expensive are they? They're like 20, right?
Something like that. They're not super expensive. They're not actually expensive.
No.
You crazy,
We're
crazy
just poor.
man. Yeah, you're just... They are 4,682. They're 40 apiece.
40 apiece? Ah, fuck that noise. I don't have that kind of money. Yeah, and it was tempting, too, for a second. To do that and then go buy a replacement.
Sold this kid.
I have a mask. It'll be great. I think I roll it like a 68, and I get to re-roll if I fail.
Yay.
And I can fate point that. Anyways, okay, I'd like to walk up to someone else in line and ask them, excuse me, what's this line for?
As you walked towards them, you saw them look over as you rudely and assertively and almost accusatorily asked the last guy, and they also just stare straight ahead, kind of nervously looking over towards you every once in a while, but they're just focused. They're gonna get to the front of the queue. They're gonna get to the front of the queue. I'm gonna get to the front of the queue.
I hate this place.
You rolled a 90. You rolled a 98.
I did.
You're
I'm
scary.
so mad right now.
You're a scary little man.
I know. I'm like 7 inches shorter than everyone in this place, unless they're children.
With your crazy hair.
That makes up for half of my height. How many people were outside the building?
The town, like a lot.
Yeah,
It's
well, I
it's
meant,
in the
was it
center
in
of
the
a
corner, or-
hub.
Oh, it was in the center.
You're in the center of the city right now. I mean, the city is like smaller than Sanctuary, so there's probably like 20,000 people that live here, but it's still pretty busy.
You know what? No, these people have pissed me off. I'm gonna own that 98. I walk through every single person in front of me until I get to the front of the line. I shove if I have to, and people can suck it.
Okay.
When I get to the front of the line, I pull out my badge as given to me by the Lady of Pain and say, I would like to speak to someone in charge.
You mean you take out the little letter?
Oh, I thought she gave me like a badge or like a sigil or something.
No, it's a letter that's embroidered with the heraldry of
Okay.
the Tempest line.
I show that then.
Okay. Please wait in line, sir.
I hate this place. I hate these people.
And
That
you
it suck.
roll perception for me.
Yeah, I passed.
You notice her arm is kind of moving underneath the top of the desk, but you don't know what she's doing.
Is it a man or a woman behind the desk? You said her, so it's a woman.
Mhm.
Got it. I passed my perception test. Don't worry about it. Ma'am, I'm with a diplomatic envoy under direct... Fuck! I completely forgot that we're not in Rankin territory. I have derailed this game so bad. I'm in trouble. This is bad.
This is the best.
Really bad.
When you're all on your own, you make the best decisions.
This is really bad. I forgot where I was. Oh my god, I hate my life. Okay, well, this just happened.
I was wondering how long it would take you to realize what you did.
Fuck. Can I redo this? Nobody saw this. No one in the stream is here.
You know what you could do right now? Pop a hallucinogen grenade and pray that they all think it was just a dream.
That's what I was gonna do if you didn't let me undo this.
All right. Now's your time to shine.
Fuck. So bad.
So happy.
The one time I show authority.
All right.
Okay. Well, I pop my mask on.
Give me a second. Okay. Pop your mask on.
I pop my mask on. And in the same motion as I'm pulling my mask and the grenade, I pop that as well.
All right.
Toss it in the crowd, and fucking book
okay.
it.
At
with
the
the grenade
exact
going
same
in my hand.
Yeah, at the exact same second as the grenade comes up, you see the lady's arm move under the table, and shutter after shutter after shutter after shutter after shutter of metal just goes up in front of all of the tellers, and an alarm starts blaring. So now we get to see.
Bad.
Now we get to see what the
This is
hallucinogen effects
so
are gonna
bad.
be.
Oh my god! I might as well have thrown acid in Tempest's face. Oh my god! I hate my life.
All right,
This is what happens when you don't have people telling me I'm making bad decisions.
anyone in 10 meters must succeed on a difficulty 10 difficult toughness test. Fucking good luck, guys. Fuck, what's an average citizen's one? Shit. Dramatis persona. What is a civvy's toughness? What is a civvy's toughness? 30. And it's difficulty 10, so... Or they become... roll a d10 for me.
2.
All right. So for 2 rounds, they suffer from hallucinogenic effects. And roll a D100 for me.
$26.
All right. So, the one guard that was standing somewhat near the tellers towards the front of the building, he screams, "They're coming! They're coming through the walls!" And he pulls out his gun and just starts firing into the crowd. Everyone else in the crowd just erupts in screams and starts splitting out, trying to make it through the exits. Go ahead.
Okay. Actually, no. I'm not going to do that just yet.
All right.
So yeah, I'm also trying to make it out of the building, but
Yeah, due to your agility and the fact that you knew it was going to happen, you get out before anyone else does.
all right, cool. But before I make it out the door, I also have pulled from my bag my photon flash grenade.
Good.
As I walk out the building, before anyone can see me, I pop that sucker,
All right.
my chameleon cloak, and hide in the nearest shadow I can find. Just any place that's a good hiding place to let this whole thing blow over.
All right. Roll concealment.
Okay.
Roll concealment minus 10.
Chameleon line cloaks are plus 20 or 30.
I think they're plus 20s.
I believe so too. I actually did not have.
I'll check. I'm like right there. Camellia line is on the previous page.
By the way, is everyone else
20.
panicking? Plus 20? Is everyone else panicking too, or just that guard? Or
Everyone within 10 meters of you that wasn't behind the wall, because the teller wall that blocked it, is freaking out and are just running like chickens with their heads cut off, as though the devil themselves is chasing after them. Any guards within those 10 meters just immediately drew their weapons and began firing at random.
Okay.
And there's an alarm blaring, so everyone outside is like, what?
Yeah. So, anyways, you said minus 20 or minus 10?
Minus 10.
Minus 10. Okay, so that's a plus 20 for me because I've got the chameleon line cloak and I'm not moving. Right? For concealment, as long as you stay stationary, it's at a plus 10.
Oh, then it's even. Because I was already taking your camellia line into account. You're in the shadows in the middle of a day in a densely populated city. It's hard to hide here.
I said the shadows because I just need a play. Like, I don't know what's around.
Yeah, you're just trying. You basically just duck into an alleyway that looks like it's got a lot of debris and like trash cans and stuff in it. But it's still middle of the day and there's tons of people around, so it's going to be difficult to do.
Okay, so it's just a flat concealment test.
Yeah, it's a straight concealment test.
I'm going to... Oh, I'm also still Zach, which I didn't realize because I lost internet connection. I'm going to fate point that.
Okay.
Wow. Just fucking love my life tonight.
It is the best day.
I'm going to go sink the Sulthedrin. I'm having a night. I'm mad.
Fuck today. So yeah, you rush out of the building and with the alarms blaring, immediately after you get out, like throngs of people are just flying out the front door, trampling over each other, stepping all over like women and children that tripped getting out. It's utter chaos. Panic is setting in. All of the nearby guards are immediately alerted and looking. You pop your photon flash grenade, which blinds a large portion of the crowd. the ones that are running all fall, and the ones that are still trying to get out of the building that didn't take it decided to run over them to get away from, the hell that's going on within the government building. You duck into the corner alley, knocking over every single trash can and box and anything as you can, and then you just kind of huddle in the middle of the alley, hoping no one can see you. What would you like to do?
All right, so I'm hoping no one can see me at this point.
Yeah, you're just huddled in the middle of the alley, hoping no one can see you.
But I'm guessing because I failed my concealment I mean, I know they can because I failed it, but I'm saying I don't think they can probably see me.
They're blind. You have no idea, really, what's going on.
All right, cool. So awesome. Is everyone still running and panicking?
Yes, they haven't
cool.
stopped.
Well,
People are being trampled to death as we speak.
yeah. So chameleon line cloak cannot be seen through, correct?
What do you mean?
Like people can see that I'm there, like wavy lines and shit, but they can't. Cool. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to throw it over myself, so people can still see that I'm like a lump there. But I'm going to remove my mask and put it in my bag because I feel like that would look like a bad thing if anyone caught me with that.
Okay.
And as per usual, my hood has always been up, so I guess I'm going to throw my hood down and try and join the screaming crowd.
All right, roll. Fuck, is disguise a basic skill?
I do not believe disguise is a basic skill. It is.
All right, then roll disguise at a plus 30.
I hate you so much, game. I really do. Do I want to waste my second fate point to not die because I said something stupid? I can't believe I pulled a Danny. I'm so angry. This is what happens when you don't show up, Danny, who's not going to watch this recording.
Oh my god, this is a good day.
This is the worst day. I'm using.
Devin's gonna watch this one forever.
Devin's gonna be really happy with this one. Oh my god, thank you. You know what? I'm adding my 2 degrees of success to that.
That's actually fair because this is an opposed roll.
Good. Good luck getting 5 degrees of success.
I already rolled it.
Good.
But yeah, you get into the crowd. You have your camellia line around you.
Yeah. It's not around. It's like it's fluttering.
So you're just like a walking head. Is that what I'm getting?
Well, it should be, I guess, to anyone behind me.
Okay.
Because I didn't take the time to like neatly do that and then rejoin the screaming crowd. Like, hey guards, this isn't suspicious. I'm trying to look panicked.
Okay.
Like someone who might have popped that down while they were in there. Like, I'm escaping.
Fair enough. All right, so you bolt out of the alleyway. You do your best to look frazzled, scared, and startled, which surprisingly doesn't seem that difficult for you in the moment. And you kind of just blend your way into the crowd, and you just run off in a random direction, staying at pace with the crowd as best you can to avoid suspicion. And after about 6 or 7 blocks, you kind of calm down, as does the rest of the crowd, and come to a normal walking pace. You can hear guards yelling like, "Get in the building! Find out what's going on!" from behind you.
Cool. So, if you'll excuse me, I'm just gonna mark my fate points down for the day because I made a good decision.
You really did.
And I'm also going to mark the count of my grenades down a little bit. And after that, I make my way back to the ship.
Fuck the city. I'm going home.
Would have been really nice if anyone else had been here, because I could send them out into the city and, do things.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. All right, you make your way back to the ship.
Cool. It's exciting stuff.
Roll awareness at a -40.
Well, based on how well my day has gone with everything except for that barter. Yeah.
Yeah, you make your way back to the ship.
Cool. I hate my life. So once aboard the ship, I go find Captain Rogel, and
Okay.
I bequeath unto him his wine.
Oh, thank you, Mercury. You wouldn't happen to know what was happening in town. There seems to be quite a bustle going on.
Things are crazy there, Captain. I really think we should speed up our trading so we can get out of here as quickly as possible.
We're supposed to be in port for another 6 days.
I know. Maybe we can cut that down to 4. At the very least, we need to be able to leave at a moment's notice.
Okay, I'll speak to the Athura and see if she can proceed more swiftly.
I recommend we keep it looking like we're just a normal trading vessel. We don't want to arouse suspicion, but should anything happen, we can't be dilly-dallying with our departure.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to confuse, Captain. It's just some riot broke out down there, and things got really ugly really fast. And I'm worried that this place might get a little hostile in the next couple of days.
Very well. I will tell the Athura to be ready to leave at a moment's notice, but to make trading seem or appear as normal.
Excellent. That's all I can ask. Thank you,
Alright.
Captain. And I hope you enjoy your wine.
Yes, thank you. Would you like a drink with me?
I don't partake, but perhaps I can send Flint up.
Yes, sure, very well. That would be wonderful.
I would be more than willing to stay with you two, if you wouldn't mind my company, but I'm afraid I'll have to decline.
Yeah, he lets you stay.
Okay.
You get Flint, and he comes up, and they kind of they talk about ye old war stories and such for an hour or two, and then the captain has to get back to his duties, and so he leaves, and I guess you guys will probably just go back to your cabin.
Mm-hmm. Oh, before I leave though, and once has the captain been drinking heavily or just like sipping?
Well, he still has work to do. It's like noon.
It's midday.
Yeah, so he's not gonna get hammered. He just
Okay.
has a glass.
Mm-hmm. The what's the other ship? The Alana is the one that was
Sank.
torn. Okay, so the Athura is with us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. In that case, after I'm done talking with the captain, I would like to. Oh, and I suppose I should have said this, but I do put my chameleon cloak back up, so I'm not just, because once I'm done running, and it's,
walking
like,
head
fluttering
for a while.
behind me. Yeah. But once I'm done speaking with the captain, I'd like to make my way over to the Athura.
Okay. So you make your way over to the Athura.
Mm-hmm. And once there, I'll stop any deckhand, really. Anyone who's either moving freight off of or onto the ship, or just anyone who's standing around or swabbing the deck, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Okay. You find a deckhand, what do you want to ask him?
All right. Would you mind... Oh, shit. I'm pretty sure you told me the name of the captain. I just didn't end up getting it written down.
I did. Jer Tasker. Jerr. Tasker.
Yeah.
His first mate is Salvador Mint, which you would remember because of your Total Recall.
Yep. Which I got after Captain Jericho. Anyways, this lovely evening, so I walk up to the deckhander, whoever, and say, pardon me, I'm over with the Sulfedrin. Would you mind pointing me in the direction of Captain Tasker?
You don't look like rank in military. He kind of says that under his breath.
Yeah. I'm actually a diplomat. I don't work directly with the military.
Hey Sal, you know about any any of the diplomats on the Sulfedrin? And a kind of tall, lanky guy walks over and kind of looks you over for a second. Yeah, Captain's up in his cabin.
And that was Salvador Mint, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you, First Mate Mint, or however you would refer to that.
Yeah.
I just want to make a point of pointing out that I know his name, so as to add credibility.
He nods to you as you walk by.
So, yeah. So I go find the captain.
He's doing ledger work in his cabin.
Yeah, and we were actually that's how I know his name, right? Is we were introduced.
Yes, you were formally introduced. You shook his hand.
Yeah. So, Captain Tasker.
Yes, you're Mercury, right?
Yes, sir.
What can I do for you?
Well, I came over because I would like to continue going into town over the next couple of days, but I fear there's been some difficulties that may prevent me from doing so. And as the uniform of the Sulfedrin is somewhat nondescript to avoid detection, it still carries the hint of rank and manufacture on it. I was wondering if, while we were in port, I could perhaps borrow one of your uniforms to go into town with.
Uniforms? We're a trading vessel.
They don't have anything? No sailor suits, nothing?
No.
Fucking assholes.
Like, they have a banner, and that's it. But, like, the hands and stuff, they all wear normal clothing. Like, everyday kind of clothing. Even the Sulfedrin, since it's under guise, like, they don't wear their armor out.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they're on the high sea.
There goes that whole plan.
I could write you a letter of leave.
No, that's quite all right. I really am terribly sorry to bother you. I was just under the assumption that it would be easier to get something like that from you than it would be from Captain Rogel. But I'm new to the seas, so I'm afraid my ignorance has gotten the better of me this time. But I do appreciate the offer.
Yes, anything you need, Ambassador.
Thank you, sir. Anyways, I'll be heading back to the Sulfedrin, but thank you again for your help. I'm sorry I asked something you could not give.
He nods and then goes back to writing in his ledgers.
Mm-hmm. Shit.
Balls!
God, I made this whole session so fucking difficult. 10 minutes in! Really? I should have just stolen the fucking wine. At least then I'd have 20,000 gelt.
Yeah. Well, if you fenced it, you would.
Yeah. I can do that. I would have way more difficulty getting it out of there. Unless I employed the same plan. That place probably doesn't have the same alarm system. Richard, can I go back?
You can.
No. In time.
No.
Oh. But Richard.
Nope.
Back to the Future.
That was a good movie.
It was. Oh, never mind. Steven's not on the 4-player thing, so.
Nope.
Yeah, no, I was hoping to use, Emmett Brown as an excuse. Fuck. God, I still can't believe I did that.
That was great.
This is,
I was literally sitting there like, what's his end game for this?
my end game was
He's literally like, hey guys, never tell anyone we're ranking. And then he's like, smack, I'm a ranking.
oh my god. Oh.
First NPC, well, not first, like third NPC you interact with.
Oh my god, I just
So good. It was so good.
I really contemplated having Mercury blow his own brains out when he said it.
So now what do you want to do?
Oh my god, I don't know what I want to do. I ruined the entire night with one move.
No, you just made it better. Now there's all this, like, tension whenever you do anything for the rest of the game.
Oh my god.
Bitches love tension.
I'm just so mad at myself. But mostly I'm mad at Danny.
It's okay, as long as it's focused towards Danny as well.
If Danny had been here, I could have just been like, hey, push me to the front of the crowd. You're intimidating. Anyways, I'm back at the Sulfedron.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's that. You know what, for now, I'm going to go back to my quarters and read my book, because I need some time.
You just can't even anymore.
I just can't even.
Alright, you go to your quarters and you read your book. You read it
Yeah.
for the rest of the day and then go to bed.
I read it for the rest of the day. I'm waiting till tomorrow.
Alright. The night passes. Is there anything that's supposed to happen? No. Alright, so yeah, the night passes and you wake up, eat some of your rations. And as you go out on deck, you can see a small contingent of city guard on the dock, kind of just going around the dock talking to people.
Oh my god. Oh, I hate my life. Alright, well, I walk back in my quarters, and I'm gonna sit there for like an hour or two.
Alright.
Actually, no, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go talk to, you know what? I'm gonna go find Flint Ironstag. He and I have a rapport.
Okay, he's on the deck, just moving crates around.
Alright, cool. Hey, Flint.
Yeah? Oh, hey, Merc. How you doing?
I didn't know you were allowed to smoke while you were moving crates.
Yeah, as long as it's not explosive. Or flammable. Or hazardous.
What are you moving there?
Food.
Okay.
It's potatoes. He holds up a crate, and it's very obviously potatoes in a crate.
Excellent. Are we having a stew at some point in time?
Sure.
Alright.
Probably. I don't know. Whatever the cook wants to make. I don't run the kitchen. Who do I look like?
A fair point. Do you know what that's about?
Potatoes? You eat them.
Potatoes.
Good.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Anyways, no, I meant the city guard, not the potatoes.
No, they haven't got up. They haven't gotten to the ship yet, so I don't know. Probably just something to do with thievery in town or something.
Alright, well, if and when they get to the ship, if whoever's in charge of dealing with that, be it the captain or someone else, if you wouldn't mind just throwing that information my way. I had plans to go back into town, but, you know, guards inspecting ships doesn't really bode well.
Alright.
I don't want to go back in town without knowing what's up. All right. Thank you very much. That was really it.
All right.
Thanks for all your hard work.
Then you go to your room, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm grounding myself.
Good.
I've done bad.
After about 30 minutes, there's a very sharp knock on the door.
I make sure my gun is in its holster.
Okay.
Anyways,
how do you normally like sleep? Do you like have your gun on you at all times, or do you put it in the chest or leave it on the ground or something?
Oh no, my gun is on my leg at all times. It's
good. I should roll to have you like shoot yourself on accident.
good.
All right.
Merc does not trust other people with his gun.
No. All right. So yeah.
I enter the door.
Captain Rolgoldriken and Lexilla Ferdinando standing at the door. Is there anything you'd like to tell us, Mercury?
I might have messed up.
The captain and Lexilla walk in. So it was you at the town hall yesterday?
It was.
Well, some of the city guard came. This is Lexilla talking.
Yeah.
The captain had our papers from Aladar, but I thought that would look a little suspicious, so I forged some from Seagate to make it look like we were coming from the wilds. But I just wanted to make sure that this wasn't a part of the plan.
Unfortunately, no. I went there to ask some information about the city, as this is my first time, and the people were a little short with me. I lost my temper, forgot where I was, and I fucked up. Pretty bad.
Yeah. 16 people died, and there were 40 injured. I would say that's pretty bad.
I mean, all's fair in war, right?
We're not at war with these people.
Yeah, I know. God damn it. It feels so bad. Mercury wouldn't.
So many people died and were injured.
I think Mercury would be saddest that he didn't make any money off of that music.
That he lost 40 geld.
I lost more than that. I also used a flashbang.
Oh, yeah. I'm so happy.
I wasted so much money. Anyways, since I'm still in a conversation with people who are upset with me, oh, okay, and then camera. There we go. That was fixed easily enough. Anyways, any punishments you have set aside or you can think of, I realize I'm fully deserving of, and I will take them as such. And if it's any consolation, which I know it's not, Captain, that wine I bought you was before the commotion. It was because I realized you hadn't been in such high spirits lately. Not because I was trying to buy your favor.
He nods. I
Anyways,
wouldn't assume that you would cause a massacre and then go buy wine.
oh, you'd be surprised the kind of life I live.
He just leaves.
Good. So Flexilla's still here.
Lexilla?
Flexilla. Why is there a P on my sheet?
I don't know. Because it's from Paulina's backstory? I don't know.
I don't know. Anyways, is she still in the room? Or
Yeah.
did she leave?
She's there.
Alright, cool.
I feel so good. It's so hot in my room.
So, anyways, Lexilla, I realize I messed up pretty badly, so if you currently have no punishments for me, I've decided to exile myself to this room. If you do, please lead me there. Otherwise, all I can offer you is my apologies.
Normally, we'd be lashing you to the hull of the boat and letting you get a nice tan all the way to the Five Sisters, but seeing as you're a diplomat, I think confinement to your room is fair.
That's a nice perk. Well, oh my god, 1 second.
Zach fucked up so good, you guys. It was great. So good.
Anyways,
Anyways.
yeah, so, well, if you'd like to hold on to that for our return trip,
She chuckles. I'll think about it.
good. Well, I really don't have anything to say to you other than I'm sorry. It was a grievous mistake that jeopardized this entire mission. And I truly don't know how I made that stupid of a mistake. That being said, if you aren't willing to punish me, I'm sure my party is, as I threatened them with death for the same course of action.
She nods and then turns to leave.
God, I hate my life so much.
So happy.
I can't believe I fucking did that.
I really feel like I should just hold like a straw poll to see how they punish you.
Oh my god, let's go for it.
No one's gonna answer. Devin, Clark, no one's like available.
Oh, I thought you meant the people in the room, and I was like,
Oh, the chat?
yeah, I was like, of the people
Okay.
in the room, you've got Barrett, you've got my friend, you've got my girlfriend, and then you've got
All right,
two
chat.
people who I don't know.
How
But,
does
I'm sure they
how
all
does
want to see
Mercury
me
get
punished
punished?
pretty greatly.
How does Mercury get punished, chat? It's very interactive, Dark Heresy, because it's just Zach and me.
Yep.
How's Mercury gonna get punished? It's up to all of you guys. Most creative one wins.
I fucked up pretty bad, so I'd like to see some of these.
And no, you can't kill him for it. But we'll go until like 4 minutes, and then we'll see.
I expect full audience participation, as there are 3 of you.
All
Barrett-
3 of you.
Barrett and the other guy left, so
Yeah. And he's already castrated,
that is true. That
so
that
we
did already
can't
happen.
do that again.
It was done with the surgical precision of a 20-foot tall demon, so
All
at this
right.
point, if you went in with a scalpel, you'd be doing me a favor. Girl.
I'm liking that. That sounds fun. That sounds like something Flint might do. Just when you're sleeping.
As long as it's not mine, because I would be really pissed. Such a bizarre punishment. Like, based on a conversation I had with Flint, he's like, man, that guy really likes potatoes. I bet the whole crew gets stew and he doesn't.
We all get French garlic mashed potatoes, except for Mercury.
And Merc's like, oh man, I'll just stick with my food.
I'll stick with my free
You guys
rations.
forget that I grew up in a hive, so I mean,
even these shitty ration packs are good for me. I'm living the high life.
this ration pack is fucking gourmet because it's made from food.
Mostly food.
Mostly, you know what? That's better than the recycled cardboard.
It is.
At least my fiber was great back on Scintilla.
You walk into Scintilla into like the police station, just slam down a gang note. Fuck. And then you just run away. Come on, Nee. Your presence is required. Now's your time to get as sadistic with Zack as possible. Less entertaining. Alright. See if Rod comes up with anything.
Oh, did he come back in?
Yeah, Rod's here.
Oh, I was thinking of Rodney, like Barrett.
Oh, no. Rod Todd 18. Maybe, but it's not like, well, no one actually has anything except for rope to, like, bind you with. They would just be, like, lashing you to the mast.
Oh my god, just... Why did I even agree to play with just you?
Roll 20 doesn't have anyone.
Nothing good has come of this.
Roll 20 doesn't have anyone to fuck but you tonight.
It's made that abundantly clear.
Although, to be fair, the worst thing was all you.
The worst thing was all me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Clearly, I should have just said, you know what? No.
Nah, we'll skip this week.
Let's just skip this week, yeah.
Alright, I guess we're gonna do that. So, that night... like 5 bombs. You know, the effects don't compound. You realize that, right?
He doesn't. He doesn't know anything about this game.
Probably.
No, I know him. He doesn't know anything about this game.
Probably. Bana. Bana bana bana. Bana bana bana. Bana dun 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 dun. Bada bada bada.
Can't wait.
Roll an awareness minus... No, roll a straight awareness test. Alright, so, in the middle of the night, you wake up, and above you, you see the looming body of Flint Garrison holding your last hallucinogen, or one of your hallucinogen grenades with his finger in the pin. Pulling it out.
Flint, don't fucking do it.
Minus 10 toughness, let's go. Ha! Flint nailed us. And then he walks out. He literally just turns and walks out.
I don't even have my goddamn mask on.
Nope.
That's the entire reason I wear that thing.
Alright. Let's see what happens to you.
Roll a D100.
Well, first you roll a D10 to see how long it lasts.
9 rounds.
9
For the
rounds.
record, Ryan, I'm killing you.
Now, roll a D100 to see which one you get. I hope you get I Can Fly. You just jump out of the boat. It's gonna be good.
Oh, because there's no space. 34.
This is less funny, but you completely believe that you're invisible, and you wander around the boat aimlessly, pulling faces at those around you. You waddle about in random directions each round, using a full action move. The character retains reactions. So, on top of what you just did, you've decided to go and be a dick to the crew. And just, like, you know, go down to the crew quarters, be like, and then just walk away whenever they ask you what the fuck's going on.
You know why that's
Wow,
not
you're a dick.
less fun for you from the See, jumping off a ship, you would have gotten rid of Merc. That would have been nice. But with this,
Yeah, now you're just antagonizing the crew.
yeah, who
Yeah.
I just spent the last month and a half trying to build up relationships with.
Oh, no, I'm aware. Roll fellowship for me.
Hold on. Okay, now I'll roll fellowship.
Okay. All right. So Flint Ironstag finds this hilarious and just follows you as you wander around for like 5 minutes, just like flicking sailors' hats off, making faces at them, like poking them really hard, and then just standing there like it totally wasn't you. And just generally being an asshole. You flat tire the captain. He's kind of upset. After 10 minutes, it just kind of fades, and you wonder what you're doing in Blast Hardcheese's room and why there's so much shaving cream on him. But you think better of it and just leave.
Cool. I'd like to make my way back to my quarters.
Okay, you do.
Cool. What's Flint up to?
Sleeping.
Cool. I begin punching him mercilessly in the throat.
All right.
I know I won't do any damage, but I know he takes fatigue every time I do.
All right. Guess roll initiative.
Is that really necessary? Well, first of all, actually, I guess I can do. No, because I don't have my token selected.
No.
So it's 1d10 plus 11 for me. What? Doesn't that mean I still go first because I have higher agility?
Does it? I thought it just happens at the same time. I think you
Does
get
he
to
have light-
announce your inaction first. No, you punch him once. He
Oh.
wakes up, and this, like,
Got
then
it.
you rolled initiative. So roll your damage for the first punch, because it automatically hits because he was asleep.
Yay!
Roll a d10 to see if that was a crit or not.
You mean a d2?
Yeah, roll a d2. Sorry. Nope.
No.
So 5 damage plus your strength bonus.
3.
8 to damage. It doesn't do shit to him.
Oh, wait. Doesn't it do 2? Because he's got 4 toughness and 2 armor.
He's got 4 armor and 2
I'm sorry,
toughness.
sorry. 4 toughness, 4 armor, and it reduces by 2. So if I do 8 damage, doesn't that do 2 damage to him? If he reduces it by
I thought he had
6?
something else too. Let me look over his. So I don't like playing his other characters because I don't know all of their stuff.
Well, what would he have that would reduce that? He's got something that reduces crit damage.
Oh right, that's what it is. Okay, so yeah, he takes 2 damage.
And 1 level of fatigue. Which is the real reason I was doing that.
Yep. All right. Also, if you roll a 10, you don't get to re-roll for your initiative. if you crit your initiative roll?
Not as far as I knew. As far as we've ever done.
Has it ever even happened?
Yeah, like twice.
Ooh.
It's rare, but it's happened.
Yeah, it's from highest agility, so you go first. Okay, so yeah, that's it. So you get to go first again.
Okay. So what do I do for this?
Whatever you want. It's combat. Do whatever you feel like.
Okay. Now you get to roleplay an actual PC character. Fun stuff. So, I guess Flint, you son of a bitch! What the fuck was that for?
For fucking us over!
Hey, whoa, whoa! Those are some big words for Flint.
They are.
He's also very aware of his surroundings, which is not in character.
He had a good day. He went back to the boat and he was just hanging out, stared at the sun all day, and then, you know, talked with Rogel, and then, you know, he was there when Rogel and Lexilla came in to be like, what the fuck? And he listened to that. He's just upset.
Anyways.
So what
Maybe I did, but you went and you wasted precious materials, and you've lowered my standings with the crew. That's not helping.
All right, roll any combat action you're gonna do, or you're done.
Well, this is gonna go spectacularly, and I know that, but I'm gonna try and pin him, or not pin him. I'm basically just gonna prevent him from trying to hit me.
So you're gonna grapple him?
Yeah.
Okay, good luck.
Yeah, that's. Don't I know it? That's strength, right?
Believe so. Hold on, I'm trying to get the grapple right now.
God.
Unarmed combat. Dodge, parry, maneuver, run, delay, aim. Yep, it's a post strength test.
Cool. Even if I pass this, I'm not going to beat Flint. Wow.
Yeah, so he has 3 degrees of success.
Wow. This is just a great day for me. I'm so tempted to just hang up this Skype call and be like, you know what, Richard, you just go ahead and finish this session. You just tell me, because whatever you say I do, even if I jump off the ship and drown,
I'm okay with it.
it's not going to be worse than what I'm going to end up doing.
Alright, roll strength again. He's going to try and pin you to the ground. Wow. So you try and grapple him and he just pushes you off. He tries to grapple you and you just like move out of the way. And you're both just standing and staring at each other in the near dark.
With our perfect eyesight.
Yeah.
Just staring at each other like, you. No, you.
You fucking deserved that, Mercury.
Maybe so, but it's not helping the mission.
Oh, and telling them we were Rankin did.
No, and I'm trying to fix that.
Really? Because it looked to me like you were just going around playing pranks.
What?
What?
Playing Prince?
Pranks.
Oh. That was your fault!
What do you mean? You were fine. You walked out of the room and then just started playing pranks on people.
What did you think you were holding in my face?
I thought it was a flash grenade, but Nothing really happened. There was some smoke that came out, and then I just went to sleep.
Yeah. That's an expensive grenade. Causes people to hallucinate.
It didn't do anything to either of us.
Not to you. I spent the last 30 minutes thinking I was invisible.
And he sits back down on his bed. It's good.
Yeah, as long as we're not still fighting, Merc's gonna sit down in his bed, but he's fucking pissed.
He laughs to himself and stares at the moon through the porthole. Just lays down.
Wow, he's cheating on the sun?
Yeah. No, it's the reflection of the sun. It's as good as he can get at the night.
He's Skyping the sun.
Yeah.
God, I'm so angry. Anyways, go to sleep.
You are
It's difficult
awakened
with a rage boner, but
you awaken with Ellen standing over you holding Motherfucker.
what with my flashbang? Because that's not going to do much to me, and I'm just going to beat the shit out of her. I can take her in a fight.
You look up and you see the explosive has these really odd etchings on it. They look almost alien to you. No! No!
You know what? I think I'd be okay with Devin initiating a TPK.
No, but the good thing is, Pauline would be the only one that survived that.
No, I'm suddenly not okay with this.
Exactly.
I'd like to rapid reaction that, run to the other room, and throw her in.
Anyways.
If I'm going down, Paulina's going with me.
So yeah, you wake up the next day. Flint's already gone.
You know, as much as I'm enjoying this, I really do think we should probably wrap up this session so that everyone else can come back and actually go into town and explore the stuff that you had written out.
If you want to, sure.
For more dough, because there's no way Merc's going out into the city.
I know. Oh,
So, and I don't want to play through like the next 6 days so that we off and everyone else loses the opportunity just because, like in Danny's case, he happens to have to work, Devin can't be home, and Clara's internet is out. So,
if you want to.
like, I'm okay with like role-playing some extra stuff here, and we can just say like that's what I do on the ship while
Yeah.
like everyone's out in the city. But like I said, I don't want to take away their opportunity to explore the city because I fucked up.
Okay, fair enough.
So, can we just say like whatever I'm doing here, they're just doing something else, and then we'll roleplay that next weekend?
So, what are you doing whenever they're out?
I'm just trying to lay low. That's
Okay.
'cause-
You notice anytime you try to leave your room, that Flint Ironstag is outside, and he walks with you anywhere you go.
I'm glad he and I bonded. Well, you know, I suppose the first thing I should do is I would like to grab, because Flint just dropped my grenade after he detonated it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was a dud and just dropped it.
Yeah. So I would like to go. I grabbed that, and I'd like to go visit Captain Rogel.
Okay.
So
You find him in his cabin.
yeah, Captain Rogel.
He just looks at you.
I find myself having to apologize more often than I'd like to. You may recall seeing me last night. After you saw me yesterday, I hold up the grenade to him and begin walking towards him. So,
Yes.
it's been detonated. So, would there be classes for hallucinogen grenades? Like, would I say like, oh, this is like a class 1, or would I
You
just
wouldn't
say
know that.
I wouldn't know that?
No.
Okay. In that case,
You're Hyver scum. You're not military. You wouldn't know that.
okay, fair enough.
I feel like it's just a hallucinogen grenade about.
Alright. So, this is a hallucinogen grenade I bought back in Sanctuary. Last night, in the dead of night, Flint woke me and detonated it right in my face. So, oh wait, you said it was only like 5 minutes, right? I keep thinking it was longer because it was 9 rounds, but I forget that they're like 10 seconds apiece.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... You may recall me wandering around the deck last night causing mischief. This is the source. Doesn't excuse what I did prior to that, and doesn't excuse the mischief. But I feel it helps explain it. So I thought I at least owed that much to you to come up and apologize. Now, if you'll excuse me, I believe I have half a other deckhands I need to go apologize to.
You're excused.
Thank you.
Alright. So you go and apologize to the deckhands that you fucked with?
Yep.
Alright.
Give them the same spiel, and I'd like to finish with Blastar Cheese.
Okay. Is there anything in particular you want to say to him?
No, it's just he was the last person I fucked with,
Okay.
so...
Fair enough. Everyone basically forgives you, and they just thought it was really bizarre of you. But most of the crew isn't aware of what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Or like...
In town.
Yeah, in town. So they're just like, whatever. It's a weird night.
Mm-hmm. So... I don't really think... I guess I don't really bother explaining it to, Flint Ironstag, because he was just having such a great time and no need to take that away from him.
Yeah. You had a grand old time watching you fuck with the rest of the crew and the captain.
Yep. No.
Well, you explored 2 places today.
No, I explored one place today and I ventured to another.
And you raised your, well, indirect body count.
Yeah. I caused their deaths, but I didn't actually kill anyone.
Yep. Alright, so good session.
Oh my god.
I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul. No, I'll give you 100 XP for that.
Well, it was... Let's say it was worth it, but really...
It's worth it for me. It was funny.
Really, I'd like to spend that 100 experience you've just awarded me on having this session have not happened.
Can we retcon that?
Actually, I'd be willing to spend 100 of the experience I currently have to have that session have not happened.
Nope.
And just have this be Scumbag Mercury week.
Only I get to do that. It's good to be GM. You would know this if you ever GM'd a thing.
Yep. Well, that was 2 hours really... Actually, no. We didn't start till 9. That was an hour and a half well spent.
Yeah. Probably just gonna make this one single YouTube thing that's just like... Mercury just hates people. The motion picture. He's fucked up a lot before, but never to this magnitude and this density. That was glorious, Zach. Thank you for that. Alright, so that was it for like annotated Dark Heresy, because no one showed up, and then Zach decided to just try his best to screw the mission over, and yeah. See you guys next Sunday, I guess.
Oh my god. Yeah, thanks for joining for this session, guys. If
Yes.
none of you had showed up, I could have convinced Richard that this didn't happen. Because we were like 10 minutes in, I could have been like, hey, Richard,
Can we just not?
my internet's out.